Hey guys, and welcome to the fish room. Merry Fishmas. I got a gift in the mail today, which is strange. We don't really have much family, and my husband and I don't really exchange gifts. The holidays is generally all about my kids. But Mike from my Aquarium Box, Mike from Mass is his YouTube channel, sent me this gigantic box of goodies. So I thought today we would take a look inside and then feed all the fish for Fishmas. Generally, I rotate the foods in my fish room, but I'm sure there's going to be some food in here. So let's take a look. Now, I have never ordered from my Aquarium Box, full disclosure. I met those guys at Aquatic Experience, and I've become pretty good friends with Mike from Mass. I really enjoyed joining his live streams, and he just sent me this great big box of goodies. This is the Elite Sponge Filter. I've actually used these quite a lot. I like them a lot. They're particularly good for shrimp tanks. All these little ridges in the foam are great, and it makes it safe for small fish or invertebrates. So I will absolutely use that. It looks like there's a bunch of essentially magic erasers, which you guys know I love, so I'm super excited about that. I'm actually out of them too. It does say glass only, no acrylic. I don't have any acrylic tanks, so that's not a problem for me. There's a piece of Hollywood. Again, another thing that shrimp really like. I haven't worked with much challah. One thing I will mention is that I have had a pleco get stuck in one of these before, which is why I don't use it anymore. But again, it's fantastic for shrimp tanks, and all these little holes are great for sticking plants in. So I'll definitely use that. There's food. We have some floating flake. Oh, your fish stuff. That is, they're a really great company. They're at a lot of the shows I go to. Bill and Yvonne, I think it is, or Yvonne. Kelp crumbles. Oh, that's cool. First ingredient is kelp. That's always good. And krill. There's some astaxanthin, which is a color enhancer. Interesting side note about astaxanthin is if you feed it to yellow shrimp, they can turn green. It's an algae derivative color enhancer. And just as an aside, LCD aquarium thermometer. You know, around here I don't use thermometers in most of my aquariums. I have a temperature gun that I use to gauge the temperature, but this would be useful, especially in my high pansistrus tanks, to make sure that they are staying the temperature I need them to be. Oh yes, botanicals. These are my Aquarium Box branded almond leaves. They look fantastic. You guys know I love my almond leaves. Oh, there's an actual, ouch, out. I just broke a nail. Merry Christmas. Here's an actual My Aquarium Box, which I think is a really cool concept. The subscription box for fish keepers. I mean, these guys were really smart to do that. It's a great way to try new products. For the love of fish keeping. Koozie, that's cute. So this is just the mailer that comes with it. Shows you what's going to be inside and has information on where you can find it, and you can choose freshwater or saltwater. So that's cool. Fish rags. I have a huge stack of fish rags. You guys know I'm forever cleaning up the messes that I make down here. Oh, now this is something I don't have for the fish room that I really need, and that is measuring spoons, which is especially useful obviously for medications, but also for dosing fertilizers should I choose to go that route, especially with dry fertilizers. These are nice. I actually love this. Thank you, Mike. A mug, and it's a good size mug. That's fantastic. I drink coffee all the time, all day long, and this is a nice size mug. This is great. And a koozie. That's awesome. This is a lot of stuff. Mike from Mass Aquariums. We're gonna be repping that. Holy crap, there's another box. Clay powder. Oh, so you would put this underneath your substrate as a supplement in a planted aquarium. I've actually never used it, but I'm getting ready to redo that retirement community, so maybe we'll try that. It says add 4 ounces per 5 gallons of aquarium. You just sprinkle it in the bottom of the aquarium and then put your substrate over the top. And it's a good supplement, again, for heavy root feeders especially. I love my Sarah. We got some spirulina tabs. I haven't actually used these, which is great. And I will use the crap out of these. Thank you. Ugh. This is exciting. I can't remember the last time I got a present. If I was Scottish, I would have a knife like Pet Tech does to open all these things. Oh, this is cute. For the Love of Fish Keeping shirt. That's adorable. Yes, more leaves. I actually really need to add more leaves into my 75-gallon South American. And one of you mentioned yesterday in the comments that some of the leaf litter, or at least the rooibos, however you say that tea that I made yesterday, would be good for Captain. And I don't know why I've never tried adding any extracts in his aquarium. But he's absolutely a South American fish and will probably love it. So we may do that in the upcoming days. Oh, now this is handy. My phone's blowing up in my pocket. Hello? Sorry about that. There's this really cool set of gloves for cleaning aquariums that I actually need to use. My 55-gallon Impulsive Aquascape still has some brown algae. These are neat. I feel like loofahs. So we'll give them a try. Anyway, thank you very much, Mike. If you have a fish keeper in your life, why not check out my Aquarium Box and for gift ideas. I mean, there is a lot of really cool stuff in these. There's tons of food in this last box, which is really awesome for me because, as you guys know, I have a lot of aquariums and I go through a lot of food. And I do believe that variety is the spice of life when feeding our fish. So I feed a wide range of dried foods as well as frozen and some live. So it's nice to get some new foods to mix into the rotation, and they're real simple ingredients, so they look really good. Ooh, brine shrimp flakes. Cool. Thank you, Mike. Now let's prep some foods, and then I have to clean up my mess here and feed the fish and take a look. So right now I have some San Francisco Bay brand Cyclops. It's one of my favorite foods. You guys know I'm feeding like probably about 60 aquariums, so I'm just gonna take a few rows of Cyclops and a few rows of baby brine, and that'll work for everybody but the bigger fish, who I will give some freeze-dried krill to. So all I'm doing here is putting a bunch of frozen food into a container. I'll add some water to defrost it. Then we'll go around with the turkey baster and give everybody a treat, and this way I can feed everyone without any cross-contamination. So we'll just let these dissolve into a little medley of delight and feed the fish. In the meantime, let's feed the big boys first. Now these guys are begging like crazy. Let me turn off this ring light. These guys know what's about to happen. Look at everybody coming to beg. For these guys, I just feed jumbo krill as a snack, as a treat. It is just krill, and it has some vitamin supplementation. And they love it. Now this will make a huge mess of this aquarium, but that's okay because I don't feed it all the time. Put a few handfuls in there. Now I also use this food for my smaller fish. I'll just run it through like a food mill, a spice grinder, or just crush it with my fingers so that it's not as big. Nom nom nom. Here comes a gar. This is always fun to see. He's got a mouthful already. Let's feed Captain some. Captain's already doing his cranky pants dance. Have a snack, bud. He loves the krill too. Again, I think that variety is really important when feeding our fish, so I feed a range of foods to all my guys. Though Captain does primarily get pellets. Alright, let's get the frozen food and get started. As I was getting ready to prep some frozen food to feed all the aquariums, I happened to look over here and see this loach hanging out, just its nose peeking out of the substrate, and it just shows you like why I chose the grain of substrate I did for this aquarium, because these loaches absolutely love to burrow in, and it's so cute that it did it right in the front there. There's more of them. They're all over the place. They've been breeding like mad, and they absolutely require a substrate like this to do so. So I just thought I'd show you guys this funny little loach.